You look good, you feel good. One of my favorite sayings. I say that all the time. And looking good does not always have to involve wearing the best designer brands or anything like that. It's simply just leveling up your self-care so that you can look good and also feel good on the inside. That's important. In this video, I'm going to be giving some self-care tips to look better. I'm Stephanie, your self-care advocate. I think it's so important for all women to practice and prioritize some type of self-care routine. It can be anything that makes you feel happy and fulfilled. It's important to remember to pour back into us because we do so much. So this video is going to be all about some self-care tips to look better, and this is more so geared towards the outer appearance, which is an important thing. I know I talk about a lot of inner work and inner growth and things like that, but it's also important to take care of ourselves. It's also important as women to make sure that our outer appearance is also looking good as well. Self-care to me is just about being intentional about how I want to feel and look. I'm going to be giving you some tips that I do to make sure that I look good on the outside, and these self-care tips are going to help you look better on the outside and also feel better inside as well. And the first thing I want to talk about is getting rest, getting enough rest. I feel like rest is like a twofold thing. I feel like rest is good for your internal body. I think it helps if you're trying to lose weight. I think rest is really healthy to the body. If you don't get enough rest, it also can leave some physical signs that you're not getting enough rest. And number one sign being those ugly bags up under our eyes. Okay, I started to realize that I wasn't getting enough rest when I started to see like little bags and lines under my eyes, and I said no. Okay, no. I need to really prioritize my rest in the times that I'm going to sleep, because I'm someone who will be up late at night. I am a night owl. I love to be up late at night. The problem is I have to get up early for work every day. I still work at 9 to 5, and I have to be logged into my computer. Thank God I work from home, but I still have to be logged into my computer at a certain time to start my work. So I can't just sleep in and get up whenever I want to. So that's the problem. And I noticed that under my eye area was starting to get a little saggy, and I said no. I'm still gonna purchase some eye cream or something like that, but I'm like I need to get some rest. I'm giving myself enough rest so that I can continue to look good and my skin can continue to flourish, so that I won't have these bags up under my eyes. And so if you are someone who is noticing your eyes are getting a little baggish, then try to incorporate some more sleep in your routine. Being intentional about getting enough sleep will definitely fix that under eye bag problem. And self-care tip number 2 is to moisturize. Okay, moisturize. I don't care if it's still winter, it's still important to moisturize our skin. I live in Wisconsin and it's cold here, and so just because it's winter and no one is not going to see your skin does not mean you need to moisturize it. I think moisturizing our skin just keeps our skin silky and smooth looking. And I don't like to use lotion when I'm moisturizing, because that don't work for me. I like to use, back in the day, good old Vaseline or cocoa butter or shea butter, something really heavy and greasy, so that my skin get the ultimate moisture that it deserves. And in turn, when it's time to show off those legs and those cute feet in the summertime, you don't have to worry about them looking all rusty crusty. They've been moisturized and put away all winter long. So when it's time to show it, they look nice and plump and moistured and soft. Moisturizing will definitely keep your skin looking youthful and just really soft and look nice. So taking that extra step that extra time at night or in the morning to actually get in deep and moisturize your skin after your shower will really make a difference in the long run. The third self-care tip I have is to be intentional about getting dressed. Yeah, if you work from home, you don't necessarily have to get fully dressed, or you can just put on some sweats and call it a day. But I want to go even further. I want to take it a step further. I want to be intentional about my outfit for the day. Just because I'm working from home does not mean that I don't have to be intentional about how I look, because I want to look good for myself too. I'm not just want to look good just to go out into the world. I want to look good when I walk past a mirror in my house and look at myself and see that I'm looking good as well. But it's also to show up for yourself in the best way that you can each and every day. So when we take that extra time in the morning, just because we're working from home, when we take that extra time and really continue to be intentional about getting dressed, we will definitely be leveling up our self-care, because how we look, I think, influences how we feel about ourselves. So we can only see in our eyes, and so when we look in the mirror and we don't look good or whatever, it influences how we feel. I can tell you how many times when I am not dressed properly, or I just didn't put the extra time and effort for the day to get dressed. I can't tell you how many times I didn't feel as motivated and as confident in the days that I did get dressed. But it's just something about getting dressed and getting presentable just does something to your confidence, and that's so important. This year is going to be the year of getting dressed every day. I know that the year before we stayed at home, we wasn't really getting dressed, but this is going to be a year where you're going to be dusting those clothes off in the closet and actually utilizing them and putting them on. Also, I have an email list that you can join if you are looking for more self-care tips, and if you're looking for daily affirmations as well. You can join my email list. I will be releasing a Journey to Self-Love series on the email list very, very soon. So if you're looking for more info on your self-love journey, then you need to be on the list. There will be a link down in my description box below. You can click the link and be added to the list that way. The fourth self-care tip I have for you is to monitor your mental state, because that affects how your outer appearance is. For example, if you're not happy, or you're genuinely not a happy person, your face is going to tell that. So you're not going to be smiling. And if you're not smiling, then to me, you're frowning, or you have a mad or mean look on your face. And that's just not appeasing. It's not welcoming to people, and it's not cute. So I would say practice more smiling, practice more of like a polite look if you feel like you don't have a polite look. I'll say start to monitor your mental space, because that really dictates how our facial expressions are. So for me, I'm someone who you can tell how I'm feeling by my face. I cannot hide it. It's so hard to hide that. So I really try to check and examine my mental state before I put myself in certain situations, so that I can make sure that I am coming off happy, joyful, encouraging, or anything like that. So really try to monitor your mental state so that it won't come out on your facial expressions. And smiling is just so important. It makes us look more pleasant and welcoming to people, and it just makes you look better overall. I think just having a pleasant face. No one wants to walk into someone who's frowning or whose face is just mad looking and mean. You want to be pleasant as a woman, and you want to appear that way. So I think that when we invest in our mental state and we really examine and check in, we are able to pull off those more pleasant experiences and those more pleasant facial expressions. The last but not least self-care tip is to drink your water and take your vitamins. Water is so important for a lot of things. I am doing better on this. I've been really, really, really doing good at drinking water, and also also taking vitamins. Water is great for your skin, and I've noticed that water, and coupled with my dermatologist, thank God, my skin is doing a lot better. But water is a key component in my skin doing a lot better. And water also helps us to shed a lot of the gunk that we put in our body. We shed it, and it helps us shed that out. And so when we have that buildup in our body of all the stuff that we eat, water just helps us clean our body, cleans our skin. It's just great. I love water. And then vitamins as well. I think biotin really helps with the hair, skin, and nails. I take like a multivitamin that has biotin in it. So I think that does the trick for me. There are tons of other biotin vitamins on the market that you can take, but I just take a multivitamin that has the biotin in it. I feel like that is really helping. So drinking water and taking those vitamins is really crucial to looking better and just looking more youthful. I know that as we get older, getting older is good, but we don't always want to necessarily look older, okay? I'm trying to look this way till I'm 85, but and how you're going to do that is really taking care of your body and your skin, and also your mental state as well. So that is all I have for this video. I hope you found some self-care tips to look better that can benefit you. In the end, we all want to look good, we all want to feel good, so it's important to really continue to pour into ourselves and invest in ourselves in this way as well. Let me know down in the comments if you have any other self-care tips someone else can learn from. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you again in my next one. Bye-bye.
Mom and dad's only daughter, do